Hello to all my guys, both gays, days, and everybody in between. Welcome to the She Lead Showcase, but not the normal She Lead Showcase. Today, it's me, Kitty Kinsey Bebe, joined with SESvince from the 606
Hola.
podcast. Vince and I have podcasted many a time together. He usually has me on when he does anything women's wrestling, because me.
Yeah.
Hello. He came to me with an idea about, y'all know, the inaugural United States Women's Championship was announced. They're going to find a champion. And I wrote about people being champion. So Vince was like, why don't we do a video? We pick 6 women who should
Yes.
be the inaugural Women's United States champion. And on his channel, we did 6 women who should not be the inaugural United States Women's Champion. If you guys know me, you might know who I picked. But today, like I said, we are here to, where to go? There it is. I podcast professionally, kind of. Yeah. Who should be inaugural United States Women's Champion? Now, Vince, you are the guest on this show, and this was your idea. Tell me, which one of the 6 women that we have talked about off camera, the people will know when we came to a list together, basically. This was a joint effort.
Yeah. I think the first one that I want to talk about, and the one that I'm petitioning the most to be the inaugural United States Women's Champion, again, that's a mouthful, Mi Chin Mia Yim, for obvious reasons.
There we go. Bam.
Yeah. So she's the blazing baddie. She's fantastic. She's kind of like the queen of hardcore at this point. She had that street fights with Chelsea Green. No, not street fight. The dumpster match with Chelsea Green. She had the street fight with Miss Parker over on to NXT. She also had another street fights on SmackDown, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe with Nia. She's had street fights in NXT with Candice.
Right. Exactly.
She's queen.
She's also had a bunch of great matches over on TNA. She has a pedigree that's extensive. She is a former Knockouts champion. She has yet to capture women's gold on WWE programming, whether that's main roster or NXT. And I think that's criminal, Katie. I think if anyone deserves it, there's no one in that SmackDown Women's division that isn't in the title picture that hasn't showed out as much as Mia Yim. So Mi Chin should definitely be the inaugural U.S. Women's Champion. And I think it will do her wonders, and they'll do the championship wonders for her to be the inaugural champion.
Yeah, I agree. When the title was shown to the world, like all this presenting it on SmackDown, there were a few people who immediately popped up on Twitter. People were like, this person, Mi Chin.
Yeah.
And I was one of those people as well. Mi Chin has busted her ass since the Mae Young Classic. Had that shitty Retribution stuff.
Oh man!
If you know, you know. If everyone was there,
that was a
time. What a time! The thing she did in NXT, the matches she had with Asuka and Candice, and then the newer NXT with Miss Parker, so many good things. Plus SmackDown, she's been Bayley's go-to girl, coming in with kendo sticks, dumpster match with Chelsea. Everything she has done, she has the attitude, the look, the in-ring work is unique. It's stuff we don't typically see. I would 100% be okay with Mi Chin being the inaugural United States Women's Champion.
Oh, hell yeah. She deserves it. 100%.
She does. We love the Blazing Baddie over here.
Hell yeah.
Her old theme, too, used a hit.
I like this one, too. It's still good, but the old one, much better.
HBIC.
Yeah.
I remember. The streets remember.
The streets definitely remember.
All right. Well, I will go next with my first pick. She was the one most talked about. I mean, it's hard to deny Chelsea Green. I'm not going to do the full Samantha voice,
No,
but
no, we can't do it justice.
I can't do it justice. I've tried. No, Chelsea has even TC, who is a Chelsea Green hater, certified, has come around the Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
The character she plays, she busts her ass in the ring. She will put her body on the line, both here and when she was in TNA and the stuff she was doing there. She would just be such a fun, like, funny inaugural champion.
Oh yeah.
It just putting it on her, especially with her hatred towards both Nick and Adam,
Yes.
like, it would be the funniest thing because then she would just be a menace and they'd be like, well, fuck, we can't get rid of her now. Like, we're stuck with her.
Yeah. Unfortunately, and I think she'd do better, or like at least perform better the role of like the chicken shit heel with the badass muscle backup,
Yeah.
because yes, Liv and Spanish Rachel, aka Raquel, are doing that over on Raw. And
Yep.
yes, Mercedes Monet is doing that over on AEW programming as well. Um, but it's not the same. It's not the same level. Chelsea Green is just one of the most entertaining characters. She's
Yes.
one of the most entertaining performers in the entire roster, let alone the women's division. When I went to the last WWE show that was main roster, which was SmackDown, that was the one where CM Punk died for our sins by the hands of
Yes.
Drew
Yes. Yes. Yes.
McIntyre.
Rest in peace.
Chelsea was one of the most over women, one of the most over wrestlers on that show. And that show
Mm-hmm.
included the likes of CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, and Bloodline people. So there was a lot to like there, and she stood out above everyone else. And the pop the Chicago crowd gave her when she actually won her match. I can't remember who it was against. It might have been Naomi. I can't recall. But she had
I
a
don't remember.
singles match. She won it. And here, she was my pick. As much as I love Tiffany Stratton as Miss Money in the Bank, she was my pick to be Miss Money in the Bank because she would have been perfect.
Yeah.
Her cashing attempts would have been comedy gold, and
Yeah.
especially if Samantha Irving was still around and she were to cash in on the show that Samantha Irving was on. That would have been the ultimate cherry on top. Chelsea
Mm-hmm.
Green is underrated, deserves the world. I've come around to her too. I've liked her as well. When she came to WWE, she got on my skin, under my skin, but that just lets you know how great of a heel and performer she is, that she's doing her job. And I
Yeah.
can just imagine her bothering Nicholas every Friday nights being the United States Women's Champion. She's going to be on her high horse, even higher than she is now. So yeah, I agree
Oh
with
yeah.
you, Chelsea Green for sure.
Yeah. That's. Let's make it happen because shit, that'd
Yeah,
be the funniest thing in the whole world.
100%.
Um, Vince, who's your next pick?
The next one in line is someone that's recently single in terms of losing her tag team partner. So, since she's a singles competitor now, and she is currently a champion, I know we talked about not having double champions, but we don't actually see her title on WWE television. That is, of course, Miss Candice LeRae.
Yes. I don't know why my pictures are blurry, but that's fine. We'll deal with it.
It's all right, no worries. Yeah, Candice is a fantastic wrestler. I don't feel like we get to see enough of her or see what she can really do. She had fantastic matches over on NXT, and she really hit that next level when she turned heel, and she was like basically the mother hen of the way over down in NXT.
Yep.
She even still to this day, I feel like hasn't even scratched her potential in
Mm-hmm.
WWE programming, and she's someone that I think maybe, as much as I hate to see her go, might be better off in an Impact Wrestling or even in AEW because the Bucks love her so much. However, if you want to keep her here, you have to give her something. If you got to give the people something to care about her, and no better way to do so than to making her the inaugural United States Women's Champion. She's shown that she can carry a championship in the past, whether that was in the Indies or currently as the Speed Women's Champion. She should. She's starting to be on TV. SmackDown's going to go to 3 hours eventually once Raw goes to Netflix. So you're going to need people that can actually go in the ring, go for a lengthy period of time, and no better woman outside of like maybe even Bailey can like touch her in terms of in-ring technician. Her in-ring prowess is fantastic. Once she finds her niche, whatever that becomes, maybe it's the like annoying heel champion. Who knows? She can put on fantastic matches with the likes of Mia Yim and Naomi, a Bailey, a Charlotte if she ever returns, even a Tiffany Stratton, a Nia Jax, whoever. She's
Yeah.
fantastic. I love Candice to death, and I think she deserves more than what she's gotten. So she should be the inaugural U.S. champion.
Plus her 20 years in the business. Over 20
Yeah.
years, guys. She doesn't look a day over 20. Um her work on the indies proved that she deserves to be in WWE. And when she got to show up in the Mae Young Classic, people lost their minds because they were waiting for Candice to get that opportunity, especially if you followed anything she did on the indies. Winning the tag team titles on the indies by herself, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
Taking thumbtack shoes to the face. Like the Young Bucks do that shit in AEW. She was like the first one to get that. And like blood all over. It was the same match where she won the tag titles by herself.
Yeah.
The Way stuff and NXT. A lot of people don't like the Poison Pixie stuff. I think it's fun. It's different. It's giving like Alexa Bliss when she was like Glitter Bliss Sparkle, whatever the hell, except elevated slightly because
but
Candice
like as a baddie versus
yeah,
being one of the good guys.
exactly, and it works for Candice. And just like you said, in-ring work, she's one of the best like workers on the roster, period. Men and women. Doesn't get the respect she deserves. Her winning the speed title was 100% deserved. Like you said, we hate double champions up in here. In this house, we don't like double champions. We never see the speed title on television.
No.
Because Twitter said we want it. Which
exclusively.
Sure. Okay. But like you said, she has proven herself worthy. This was the only like singles gold she has held in wrestling, like main roster or like NXT or like main promotion stuff. I think Candice would be a phenomenal inaugural United States Women's Champion. I would be happy with literally any of these women. So
yeah, I think we have a consensus of a list. So I think we're just kind of like shuffling through them.
Yeah, we are. And the next one, she's my dark horse. We talked about like chicken shit heel Chelsea Green. Who's her muscle? Boom, Piper Niven. Blurry picture and all. I still don't understand why they're blurry when I just got them off of you. I don't understand. Regardless, Piper Niven, NXT UK, killed it. Mae Young Classic. People forget she was in the Mae Young Classic. I don't remember which one. Killed it. Dealt with the dewdrop stuff. Took it like a champion. Has only been a tag team champion. That's it. Twice.
Yeah.
With Chelsea. Which is crazy. And the only reason Piper became champion with Chelsea is because Carmella got hurt. And Sonya got hurt. Like there was like a dominoes effect to lead to Piper and Chelsea being together. And it works. And Piper is one of those women where she is deceptively quick, extremely strong, charismatic as all hell if you let her talk.
Agreed.
Like, would be a coming out party for Piper Niven if she were to win. It could put some tension between her and Chelsea, but I feel like Chelsea at that point would just love Piper and just be her muscle, even though Chelsea's like this big compared to Piper.
It'd be a funny dynamic similar to what Rhea had with Dom.
Exactly. And Chelsea's 100% better than Dominic Mysterio. So, like, that is a perfect person to have. But I truly think if Piper were to win, it would put her on the next level with, like, it would put her at like a Nia Jax, Jade, Bianca
Oh
level
yes.
where she should already be.
So I agree with you in the sense that Piper would benefit a lot from being the inaugural women's champion. It will definitely elevate Piper. I don't
Mm-hmm.
think with the US championship, I think it should be like one that's like we're building up Piper and the title at the same time. So it's like a parallel rise, I guess. I'm not sure what like analogy I'm trying to make necessarily, but Piper is she. You could turn her baby face. This could be the catalyst to break up. I know we have a women's tag team division that we need to focus on, but Piper as a dominant baby face because I think she works better as a baby face because, like you mentioned, she is very charismatic. She's very charming, especially if you see her on social media and everything else that she posts. She's
Mm-hmm.
fantastic, and I think if you put her as a baby face, she'll be like what they wanted Naya to be, or even what like what's a good example? Like I guess maybe even like Solo when he was like I guess a tweener when he was like the street champion. You can do something
Yeah.
similar with Piper where she's like this dominant force. Yeah, she can be cool or whatever, but she kind of like toes that line maybe even if you don't want to go full clean baby face. She's definitely a dark horse, but I don't think she should be. I think she should definitely be one of those people that Triple H or whoever's booking SmackDown is penciling in as one of the contenders to be the inaugural champion. If at the very least, she should be in the finals, or like if it's a fatal four way or triple threat, she should be in that mix 100%. Piper definitely deserves it. She has not been given any singles run. And you know what? I blame Eva Marie for giving her that dewdrop stuff. Just for going through all that, she should be in contention for this.
She deserves it. Paul Quebec, we know you hear us. Make
Yeah,
it
come on,
happen.
Papa H. Just give us what we want. Give us what we want.
All the things that we want.
Yeah,
All right, Vince, we have two womanses left.
yeah.
Which one are you going for?
Um, you were talking about dark horses. I think I'm gonna go with a wild card here. And what I want to see is a returning wrestler, and that of course is Carmella. Yeah. Carmella is 100% money. We haven't seen her since she left for maternity leave.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, she doesn't necessarily have a brand currently. She wasn't ever drafted to Raw or SmackDown. However, if the theme of having significant others be on the same program, Corey Grace is currently on
Oh,
SmackDown,
yeah.
which would
Yes,
mean they might move her over to SmackDown. And Carmella was a fantastic women's champion. People just didn't give her really much of a chance because she wasn't like a 5-star classic wrestling machine. She wasn't a horsewoman, but she was a great character. She really owned it. And towards the last couple of days before she went away, she
Mm-hmm.
was going back to her Princess of Staten Island gimmick, which is
Yep.
what she thrived in. So I think if you have her return, no better way to leave an impact, not only in that mid card division with the US title, but also with Carmella having an impact being the inaugural champion. I think that'd be the perfect way to reintroduce her back into the WWE, and it'd be a fantastic way to do so. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't see many negatives of Carmella being the inaugural champion, and just that in and of itself, yeah, she's kind of a wild card, but honestly, I think she's perfect for the role.
Yeah. We slight spoiler. We talked about things being tainted and stuff on the video we did on Vince's channel. Mella was the first ever women's Money in the Bank winner, but shit got tainted by James Ellsworth. Thanks, James.
God damn it.
Never trust a man named James. Never.
Okay.
um, this would be a even though she won the SmackDown Women's title and did a fantastic job, I think this could be a very good redemption for Mella. This is all saying that everything's good with her foot and postpartum stuff, and she's okay to come back. This is all a fantasy, but this is why she's the wild card because we don't know. Um,
Yeah.
I did manifest Dakota coming back,
Yeah.
allegedly.
I gave you full credit for manifesting Dakota coming back because you mentioned her in the article that inspired the videos that we're doing. So we're hoping that this manifests Carmella to return in a speedy, timely manner.
Maybe.
Yeah. So
It
yeah,
might. Like Vince said, our Princess Staten Island gimmick was coming back. Any gimmick she had, she did good with. She can go in the ring, even though, like Vince said, she wasn't a horsewoman, even though she was definitely in contention with the horsewoman, and she wasn't putting on like 5-star bangers every week, but she still had standout matches when she needed. Um, her match with Nikki Bella, the street fight, amazing. Any match, like the Money in the Bank stuff, her cashing in
yeah,
the Money in the Bank, like moments. Mella has moments, and this would be a good moment for Mella. Look at me go. Alliterations.
yeah.
They're my favorite.
Mela makes moments.
Mella makes moments. Or manifesting Mella. It's a lot of M's up in here.
Yeah, M&M's.
Love M&M's. The
Now we'll see
candy
them.
and the wrapper.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
There we go. There we go.
I agree. I agree.
And lastly, we're going for me or Tease. If you want to talk to her about Trinity, we can talk to her about Trinity.
Yeah, yeah.
She'll always be Trinity because Total Divas. Like, it's that show. That show alone is the reason she should be the inaugural
Oh
champion.
yeah, she was a great character. She was one of my favorites. Her and Jimmy.
Her and Jimmy on Total Divas, amazing. Starting out in NXT, like when it was like a game show, like that's how long Naomi has been around in this business. Yes, she had her coming out moments, winning the women's title in her hometown at WrestleMania, but then had to relinquish it a few days later because she got hurt, winning it again, winning tag titles, walking out the company, going to win gold in TNA, coming back to the company. Naomi has proved herself 100% worthy. One of the most athletic women, one of the most athletic people on the roster. She got them
Exactly.
Kofi Kingston spots in the Rumble. Her and Katana Chance. Those are
Yeah.
our Kofi next down. Like, Naomi is phenomenal. We feel the glow. In-ring work, mic work. Put that United States women's title on her, and I think it would quite literally not even make it a mid-card, just like a secondary title.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I feel the glow too. I had Naomi as well, but I kind of want to save her for last. And I'm glad we are because we gotta end things hot. And
Yeah.
with Naomi, she's right now been in contention for that WWE Women's title over on SmackDown, whether it was Bayley as champion or currently Nia as champion. You're right. If she becomes the inaugural United States Women's Champion, she will elevate that title to make it feel like on par with the Women's Championship on SmackDown.
100%.
Yeah. And on top of that, you talked about how long she's been here. She definitely just deserves it just because of the longevity.
Yeah, like NXT season 3, I think that would have been, was well over 10 years ago. Maybe like 2013, maybe 2014. That's how long she's been in this business, like this business, the company slash TNA.
Oh, for sure. Because even back then, that was before CM Punk walked away for reals in 2014. So she was still around then. She's been a veteran of the locker room. She's a fan favorite of the entire company, of the entire crowd. She deserves it. If you don't give it to any of the women we mentioned before, you better give it to her because she's a fucking star. And she hasn't been women's champion. And we thought she'd be a women's champion by now when she returned initially at the Rumble. She was the Knockouts champion over there on Impact. She held it down over there. She was a great SmackDown Women's champion as well. Give Naomi what she deserves. Give her the U.S. title at the very least.
I agree. And you all can let us know who you think should be the inaugural United States Women's Champion. Such a fun
Yeah.
thing to say. So
I
fun.
told you. I told you. It's a mouthful.
It was so annoying to type all of that repeatedly, let me tell you. The word inaugural is so hard to type. It just fucks me up every time. But yeah, you can let us know down in the comments who you want to be the inaugural United States Women's Champion. You can head on over to Vince's channel, which he will plug here in a second, and tell us who you don't want to see be the inaugural United States Women's Champion. Because a little bit of negativity over there, you know?
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. I can hold the negativity over there because we have the space for it. Man, bring all the negativity over to the channel. Let us know who you think should be the inaugural women's champion down in the comment section below, like Katie said. But we'll probably link the video to who shouldn't be on my channel just to make it easier for everyone. It'll be over there. Comment on both. This was fun. I'm glad we were able to do it, Katie. I can't wait to actually see what happens with the US title.
Yeah, very intrigued to see what's going to happen with it. Nick said it's not just going to be handed to anybody.
No.
I'm assuming a tournament of sorts.
Hopefully.
I don't know what the plan is, but it's going to be a fun time.
Oh, for sure.
So, Vince, do you want to tell people where they can find you besides that video?
Yeah. Well, the channel, of course, you can find me on YouTube, social media, Instagram, Twitter, until we move over to Blue Sky or whatever. At 606 Universe, spell out the first 6. That's how you're going to find me everywhere in between and wherever audio podcasts can be found.
Yep. Guys, I'm probably staying on Twitter. So, link tree in my bio. Y'all already know. Gator13, all things She-Leet. Again, Vince, thanks for coming up with this idea, and thanks for letting me do one of the videos on my channel.
It was a fun time. I'm glad to be a part of it. I'm just happy to be here.
Well, you know what? We needed some new type of content on here, so we appreciate it.
Of course.
All right, peoples. Bye-bye.